Today, I am going to share with you some high profit items that are selling for my business in the new year. Let's get into it. Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Super happy you are here. In today's video, I'm gonna go through a few things that have been selling for my business in the new year. It is 2023 now. The weather is changing, the economy is changing, and what I am selling as a reseller is sort of changing. I have some very good examples of what's selling for my business now that the new year has turned over. Some really good bread and butter sales, some high profit items, as well as one special item I will share with you at the end. It's probably from a brand you have never heard of, and it is extremely valuable. So I'm super excited to share that with you. Let's get into it. Real quick, before we jump into the first thing that has been selling super well for my business, I just want to introduce myself very quick to the people who are new to this channel. My name is Jacob. It is a pleasure to meet you. I run and operate a full-time online reselling business. I buy and sell mainly apparel online. I'm using this YouTube channel to document the growth of my business as well as help you out along the way through my successes and my failures. If you learned something from this video, the best way you can repay me is by hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, and just supporting the channel however you can. I really appreciate it. I'm happy you're here. It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's get into it. So what I want to share with you first is a few jackets. You know my business sells a lot of jackets. If you've been following my content for a while now, I'm located in Colorado, so I can source quite a few jackets at pretty fair prices to resell for my business. The first one I want to share with you was a super good sale. It's actually this American Eagle wool kind of pea coat style jacket. It has a very attractive kind of lumberjack style to it. This is a woman's jacket, and it was actually a super high quality jacket. I bought it at the Goodwill bins, and when I buy stuff at the bins, I actually pay for it by the pound. I pay $1.50 per pound, and this was maybe a pound and a half jacket. I don't think it was quite 2 pounds. I bought this jacket for around $2. I sold it for $45, so a very good sale, tons of profit. That was a wool jacket. I preach wool jackets all day long. It's a super sought after textile. Another really sought after textile is actually down, like a down jacket, and I sold this Big Agnes down filled jacket for $42, and this was also another bins find, and this was a super light down jacket. I paid maybe $1 for it and sold it for $42, so a big amount of profit on this jacket. If you've never heard of Big Agnes, they are actually a sleeping bag manufacturer for people who like ultralight sleeping bags, and well, they make very high quality down jackets as well. I was very happy to find this in the bins. I've known of the brand for a while now, but it's kind of rare that you find one of their jackets, but when you do, I would always recommend picking it up because they can be super valuable, just like this one. The next jacket I want to share with you, I sold it for $45 as well, and it's actually a Land's End jacket, which some of you guys might scoff at, but it's this fleece lined Land's End jacket. I got $45 for it. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this jacket in the regular Goodwill store, but it had a really cool Aztec kind of Southwest style fleece lining to it, and I made sure I leaned in on that when I marketed this jacket, and I got $45 for it, a ton of profit there. And some people kind of, you know, they'll turn their head to Land's End because it's kind of just like a department store brand, and some people don't give it a lot of credit really. But when I know an item is good quality, has a good appeal to it, and I know I have some good marketing tactics that I can apply to it to make it sell fast, this is a perfect example of it. Sometimes the run-of-the-mill items just need to be treated with a little TLC to make them move fast and for good money. Now I actually have two sweatshirts I want to share with you. I sold both of these for $30. The first one is this Adidas technical fleece sweatshirt, a super nice Adidas sweatshirt. I got this at the bins also, so again, I paid maybe $1 for it. Sold it for $30, a super good sale. Adidas is one of those bread and butter items for my business. You know, think of Adidas, Nike, American Eagle, Levi's. Those are all just kind of mall brand items that my business really does a good job selling through, and this is a perfect example. And big brands like Adidas have a lot of market reach, so they do well for my business. And then I wanted to share with you this Orvis fleece lined sweater. This was a super cool and cozy sweater from the brand Orvis. You've probably heard of Orvis. They have their roots in fly fishing, and this was just a really cozy sweater. It had that really fluffy kind of white high pile fleece on the inside, and again, this was one of those sweatshirts that I could lean into the marketing, really pull some good keywords, you know, cozy, comfortable, to really push this sweatshirt and get the highest amount possible out of it. And I sold it for $30. I maybe picked it up for $1 or $2, so a ton of profit here. Super nice sweatshirt to sell. Next up, we have a couple pairs of jeans, and I sell a lot of jeans, a lot of denim. I like to stick to a lot of reputable brands like Levi's and Wrangler and Lucky Brand and Diesel and stuff like that. Those are all big components of my business, but I actually sold this pair of Carhartt jeans, and I actually got this pair of Carhartt jeans for free. I sold them for $24. They were brand new with tags. I had these thrown in for free when I did a local deal actually, so I had no costs associated with these jeans. Sold them for $24. And Carhartt actually makes some pretty fair quality jeans. In my experience selling Carhartt jeans, they actually sell through pretty fast. The typical Carhartt pants that you'll think of are like the Carhartt work pants, you know, the cargo khaki pants. Those sell extremely well, the duck canvas ones, but their jeans do very fair as well. Just like these denim Carhartt rugged flex fit jeans, I got $24 for them. Next up is a pair of jeans from a brand most of you have heard of by now. It's actually from KanCan, and it's this pair of KanCan skinny fit distressed jeans. Now KanCan makes some pretty good high-end women's jeans, and they're pretty sought after, and you can fetch some good money for them. I actually got $24 or $25 for this pair. I actually picked this pair up at Plato's Closet. I normally don't source at Plato's Closet, but I do go in there from time to time, especially when they run their quarterly sales. That's when I bought this pair of jeans. I paid $8 for them, which is a little higher than I normally like to spend on my inventory. If you've noticed, I typically spend between $1, $2, or $3 for my inventory, but I knew this pair of jeans would sell extremely fast, and they did for $24. So it was one of those kind of no-brainer sales. I had a little bit left in my budget to spend on inventory, and I knew I would recoup it very fast. I only do that for certain items, and this pair of jeans was a good example of one of those. KanCan jeans, super good to sell. Keep your eye out for them. All right, now the last item I want to share with you. This is an item I actually sold for over $100. It's probably from a brand you have never heard of, and it's also another pair of pants, which is typically unusual for my business to sell a pair of pants for over $100. I typically sell jackets and high-end outerwear for over $100, but it's actually this pair of First Light merino wool hunting pants. Now, if you've never heard of a First Light, they make high-end hunting apparel. This pair of pants typically retails on their website for between $175 to $200, and I found these in very good condition for only $1 or $2, and I sold them for $125, which is tons of profit. I mean, that's just like, this is a kind of a unicorn item, but keep your eye out for First Light hunting apparel. This stuff all sells super well, super fast. I think they only sell stuff from their website. They're not in any big box stores or anything. So the market is kind of limited and maybe cornered a little bit by their marketing strategy. So they are in super high demand. If you ever come across it, I would pay up, I would have paid up, $30, $40, maybe $50 for this pair of pants, just because I know it would sell through so fast and for extremely good money. There you go. Those are a few items that have been selling really well for my business. We're still in winter, so obviously the jackets and the sweatshirts are gonna sell well, and denim jeans, we're kind of phased out of the season of shorts and t-shirts, even though they still seem to move somewhat. I figured it'd be valuable to you guys to see what's been selling for my business, but also what's been selling for good money. I wanted to make sure all the items on this list sold for over $20, so it'd be valuable for you when you are outsourcing for your inventory. Let me know what's been selling well for you down below. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you. But that is today's video. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. In the meantime, be good to one another, and I'll see you guys again. Peace.